If it was all for me. If it was all for me.
Check, check, check. Is this thing on? Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. Please set chat to subscribers only. We got a lot of haters, right? Oh, yeah, we just got people coming on. That's what happens, man. Got haters. Funny. Don't worry, I don't even pay attention. I love each and every one of you. Shout out to each and every one of you for being in the chat. Appreciate you all. Guys, don't worry. Positive energy will prevail. I love each and every one of you for being here. Thank you so much. The devil has so many people wrapped up, caught up, and doing horrible things. Don't get caught up in the negative energy. We don't even talk about it. We're going to keep it moving like we do every single day. Waves, new, continuing to bang on them. SKL, Kusama, Tron even getting up there. I talked about Tron. How many times did I go over Tron? I went over Tron over and over and over again, man. We talked about it. I did it live on BitBoy. People love to hate when you go from 1,000 to basically 30,000 subscribers in a year. People love to hate. So many people tried to do YouTube and they just couldn't do it. They got to 1,000, 2,000, and then they didn't make it. And so when they see me make it, they just get a little pissed. They're like, man, how come I didn't make it? How come he made it? You know why I made it? Because I showed up every single day and you didn't. Because I showed up every single day and you didn't. Because I dedicated my life to one thing and one purpose only, and I did it every single day. Maybe you could learn from that equation and get somewhere in life. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. Thank you for jumping on in. Let's take a look at what's happening in the markets. Break it down. ADA dropping to the downside. I got a stop loss there that may get stopped out. Bitcoin is in some bearish tones. There's a chance these 1 hours could play out, but it's not guaranteed. It's not guaranteed. And if Bitcoin drops, it'll drop every single setup that we put out this morning. So just be careful. Look, another thing that I do want to talk about here, right, is does this not resemble a shoulder, a head, and a shoulder? I just have to put this out there, right? So let's look at a cleaner chart here. This morning I did wake up and there's a possibility. See, that's what everyone doesn't realize about my trading. That's a falling wedge with a 68% chance of a break to the upside. If it breaks up, it breaks up. If it does not, it does not. We actually had this in a Twisted Sister talking about which way would it go, you know? Let's take a look at it here on the KuCoin chart. Bitcoin. Damn, it's hot, man. I'm like sweating profusely. It's weird. It's just like humid down here. So this is what I was looking at this morning. We did break out for a little bit of a move here. Tiny, tiny move, though. Nothing crazy, but we did break out for about 1.3% gains, right? We didn't hit the measured move, which was here. How was that the measured move? It's just the length of this pole. That's it. Could we be retesting? There's a chance. Take a look at the 15-minute. 15 minutes actually heading back down, and you did not get above resistance, starting to roll over, in my humble opinion. So, really, I'll show you something, too, that we've talked about on my channel here. If you look here, Porter, you're gonna have to come on one day and do your whole 1 hour idea here. But you could see whenever the 1 hour gets extremely high, like right here, look, here's a point. The 1 hour got extremely high. That created bearishness. You see? We're kind of right here right now. We're in a similar place. Extremely high on the 1 hour. There's the tones, okay, to the downside. So, and we can backtest this again to this point where we get really high on the 1 hour. Whenever the 1 hour gets like extremely exaggeratedly high here, and again, you'll see this on bigger time frames. I'm just trying to point something out. So we see the 1 hour got poignantly high again in these places, right? And now, look, you see strong bearish divergence now. Look, you got swing up to swing up. You got swing down to swing down, right? That's telling you that the price action is likely not to continue to the upside, that you've hit a rejection point, that you won't go any higher than this, okay? So we're in like a middle stance period here, okay? You can channel it like this, okay? Inside somewhat of a falling wedge. Could it break out? There's a chance. What I like about this is the 4 hour is completing its sauce. Now, I wait for the 21-day moving average to touch price action. That's what I'm waiting for. So I believe there's more downside because we haven't touched the 21 yet. All right, you can backtest these theories. Every time we get really high here like this, we came to the 21. We came to the 21. So right now we're like here, and we're not, we're far away from the 21. Or you could say we're coming back, but we haven't hit it yet. You see? And see, like, we're like right here. We're kind of like in this. And we're like right here, though. See, we're like right there. We haven't come and touched the 21 yet. We're going to have to come and touch that 21-day moving average, okay? I've backtested this many times. You can backtest it yourself. You can right now see if I'm right or wrong. You can wait a couple days and wait for this to touch and see if it touches the 21. If it does not, you're like, oh, that wasn't happening. But if it does, you're like, wow, what the lifers said came to fruition. You see what I'm saying? Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. Thank you for jumping on in. Shout out to PCal. Dang, I knew I should have shorted when those bands got tight. 23.k subscribers and climbing. Thank you for the subscribers. If you have not clicked on the subscriber button, please click it and help the lifer. Thank you. USDT also bumping on the 15-minute. Wants to go on the 1 hour. Bitcoin dominance is pumping as well. But yeah, let's see what lifer says, and we'll chat more. What is the price at the 21-day? You won't know. It'll happen kind of close, but it's somewhere like 31,000, 600. Let's see. 31,200 area. 31,000 even, something like that. Shout out to all the moderators in the house. Shout out to Wayne Mustafa, Zero Allegiance, Rodney Robinson, and everybody that shows up every single day for the live. Thank you so much. Much appreciated. Okay. Shout out to each and every one of you. All right. Ooh. Yeah. So we're going to look at the show now. We're going to take a look at the whole market. So right now, Bitcoin, I see more downside till it hits this 21 on the 4 hour. But the 4 hour is getting oversold, and you're getting a higher low in the 4 hour. I mean, you've got to take that as bullishness. But at the same time, the daily, I said on my channel today, that's tweezer tops, and you're overbought on the daily. And if you just look at tweezer tops in the daily, a dump, tweezer tops in the daily, a dump, tweezer tops in the daily, every single time we had tweezer tops in the daily, we did have a dump to the downside. We did have a dump to the downside. Hold on. There we go. All right. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Let me take a look at that Bison 9. Thank you for the $5. I don't know what you're asking about, but I see $5. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Much respect to you and yours. Appreciate it. Thank you. And I see some guy who said he started looking at the testimonials, want to jump on in, man, and learn with us. We will definitely get you where you need to go. You'll start learning a lot about cryptocurrency. You'll learn a lot about your shapes, and you'll learn what's going down, all right? So, I mean, the 1 hour, you have to look at it like this. This is what's called a complex head and shoulder pattern. You have multiple shoulders on the right side. I can't put it in, but you have one, you have multiple complex. You flip this upside down, same scenario. Inverted head and shoulder, you would play that, right? So, we're definitely at least coming down to the bottom of this channel, somewhere here, testing this wick of this support zone. We break this support, we're coming back down here to 30,728. We break that, we're coming even lower to about 29,490. So, things to think about, right? Shout out to Mark Whitfield. Shout out to everybody here on the stream. Shout out to Micah Ford. Thank you for coming on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Wow, it's thirsty, man. It's hot. Finally got my Luna airdrop. $35 for 4,000 lost. Huh. Thanks, Luna. Ouch. Yeah, that's tough, man. We'll take a look at Luna in a little while. Do you see any twisted uncles in today's charts? You're funny. Now, see, that's the night show. Night show is completely different than the day show. I just want to make that really clear. It's almost like something comes over me, and I'm a lot different at night. And during the day, I'm at work. Like, this is like I'm at a trading desk. I'm sitting at an institution with my traders. Like, this is dead, this is live serious, not dead, but this is live serious, How could you have predicted this was going to curve to the downside? Well, the 15-minute was probably curving on you, see? And the 15-minute tells you to tell you where the top of the pattern is. So look, we rolled here, top of your pattern. We rolled here, top of the pattern. We rolled there, kind of another zone. And when we began to roll right there and the stochastics got high and the MACD was rolling, you were at the top of the pattern. You see this? So shoulder, head, and a shoulder, even though it's twisted, it's not perfect. You have the beginnings of a head and shoulder pattern. You must respect that idea, okay? And then you must respect support and resistance. You can clearly see that you have nice support here because, look, you went through, look, you bounced, you fell through. You bounced, you bounced, you bounced. So if you don't, it's highly likely you're going to get a bounce here based off the strength of this alone, okay? We'll take a look at our volume profile range and see where people want to buy this thing the most, right? And you can see right there is a heavy point of control, and we just broke below it. So resistance broke back and got sent below. This is going to be a heavy resistance area that we're going to have to break above. We can't get above that. Look for a downside. Interesting. I see this coming down here, and, if it breaks this zone, you can see how strong this support is, which is 31,425. We break that. We're probably coming down here to this channel or even to this lower support zone at 31,217. So that's what I'm looking at right now for Bitcoin. Highly likely it's going to come down and hopefully get a bit of a bounce. 15-minute is getting oversold. 1 hour is in the indecision. It could go either way right now. Like, you could see this flip and, you know, it could go either way. We do have bearish divergence. I want to keep bringing this up. Bearish divvy on the 1 hour usually begins the downside, right? Can you check Velos when you have a chance? Thank you. Anytime. Shout out to Jordan Cazillo. And look, so far, if this is what we think it is, which is an head and shoulder pattern, your measured move is going to be something like this down here. It's going to take us to about 30,700. So far, the dumpage is occurring to the downside, all right? Resistance. You got to resistance, and you couldn't get above on the 50. See, the 15 minutes, so many times when I have indecision on multiple time frames, and honestly, I'll tell you everyone right now, this is the most indecision I've seen in a long time. Like, even for me, because usually I'm like, and even this is just like, it's weird, you know? It's like, it's very strange. It's very strange. That's why I've been using the 15-minute and just been doing textbook trades. Like, look, shoulder, head, and shoulder, we would dump to the downside, right? And that was also a rising wedge. Rising wedges break to the downside. Before I went to bed last night, I pointed this out. Highly likely we're going to make a move to the downside. Hello. How's it going? Yes, I got a sliding door for my deck. House is 30 years old. The door is rotting. My daughter's like grabbing the rotting stuff. So we're getting a sliding door. That was Lowe's. They came and did the measurements, and we're going to install a nice new sliding door. So it's going to be nice. Again, I mean, you could look at this like this, even though it's not textbook, and I want you to understand these things. Over time, I mean, that is a head and shoulder pattern, even though you have a right shoulder that's a little high. You know, it can play out. I've seen it play out. It's rare, though. It's very rare, and I don't like it. But it looks a lot like this pattern, too, with the higher right side. It's almost mimicking this. Like, if we take this, it's very interesting, right? But it's a bit of a fractal here. You see that? We open it up. You can see how they mimic each other, very similar. And it's funny how the right shoulder is bigger on both of these. You see this? It's very weird, okay? But it is telling you a drop, and we are getting the drop to the downside, you know? So there you have it, and coming down to the wedge. You got rejected. You had a head and shoulder pattern. That's a complex. If you flip this upside down, that's a complex inverted head and shoulder. No way about it. Even with this spike up there, it's messy, all right? So here we go for the dumpage, and we told you this is your area to come to. The 15-minute still has room to go. I would expect more downside. I really would, because you got more downside. You are getting wicked. A lot of people are going to try to buy into this pressure right here. You're going to see this 7-minute probably try to make a bit of a bounce if you're oversold. 7-minute is likely get a bounce here. Just like yesterday when we called the bounce, likely get a bounce. You know, if you get one more red candle, try to buy into the wick on a quick scalp. Again, I'm not your financial advisor. Don't do anything I say, okay? But I am seeing a bounce here on the 7-minute time frame, possibly back to the top of the channel. And again, I pattern trade. You just got to pattern trade this. Overall idea is that you're down, though. You're starting a downtrend. You can see this. Low, lower low. I expect a lower high coming in right somewhere here. Then I expect a lower low coming in right there. That's what I expect for Bitcoin in the coming, I don't know, 2 to 5 hours, depending, based on the technical analysis. So right now, a bit of a bounce, but overall I'm bearish based on the bearish divergence that we talked about on the 1 hour time frame. Okay? Yes, the 4 hours getting oversold, but there could be more downside even from there. So we shall see. And look, that's a shoulder, head, and a shoulder. The daily also, tweezer tops on the daily. I just want to show this because sometimes I put out like a 1 hour scalp and people are like, oh, he's wrong. But like, I'm not wrong. What I'm trying to show you is there's a chance we could play that 1 hour. We may get stopped out. Yeah. But I want to show you that this morning, if you did wake up with me, first thing I'm looking at for Bitcoin is this idea that it's very bearish. You see? And I'm nice enough to give this to everybody here, but usually it's just for the trading group. But look, strong resistance and tweezer tops. Tweezer tops dump 80% of the time. You have support back down here. Likely we're going to come down and test support at the very least. Nothing is guaranteed. I am not a psychic. All right. All I do is project what could possibly be happening and try to make the best of the technical analysis, see it every single day. So you think if I did it every day, there would be a chance that I know a little more than the next guy, you know? However, sometimes these market makers are brutal. They are brutal. All right. But again, all you have to do is know your support and resistance. And if you know that that was resistance, that was resistance, and that was resistance, you barely got above it. You knew if you didn't get above this. So basically, right, you don't long or short right here. You wait for us to get above and you long and short the bounce. You wait for this to drop and you wait for that to hit the retest and you short right there. So these are the two areas to make trades while we watch the movement. Inside, you can scalp trade the 1 hour and the smaller time frames, but if you're trying to get a daily or a 4-hour trade, you're going to have to look for a bigger support and resistance retest, okay? Understand what a retest is. It's so important that you learn retest. Retest, 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 okay? Technically, this is kind of a retest of this support, you know, because we have wicks to this area, wicks to this area. We tried to get it. We fell to the downside, okay? So what do I see happening for Bitcoin for the day? I mean, it's coming to the downside, right? And shout out to all the new people jumping on into the trading group. Got a lot of people yesterday. Unbelievable. 10 people during the live. Like, that was a record. I'd never seen that many people join during the nightly live stream. Went from 5:15 all the way to 5:24 in the trading group. Thank you so much for jumping on into the Discord. I hope you guys are getting a lot out of it. I hope you're learning. I appreciate each and every one of you for jumping on in. Thank you. Wow. Unbelievable. So, breaking down. Now, if we break this area, we're coming down even lower. And then, I tell you what, the measured move is here. 30,700. So, if we go to 30,700, do not be surprised. If we don't, look for the bounce back to the top of the channel. So, if this channel holds, you could, you know, I would play along on like the 15-minute on this falling wedge here. You know, kind of, so sharp, you know. I believe we head to the downside based on the bearish divergence and based on the you know, on the head and shoulder pattern breaking to the downside. We did just break through the 200-day moving average as well. And there you go, Bitcoin dropping. Let's take a look at the rest of the world markets, because if the Dow's dumping on us, it gives us a little bit of a look. If the S&P is dumping on us, we can kind of get an idea of what's happening. The dollar also, I showed you the dollar on the daily was likely to come back to the upside. Woo, look at the dollar just pumped hard on the 15. When the dollar pumps like that, you're likely to get a move for Bitcoin to the downside, right? However, the dollar just hit resistance, just like the Bitcoin may have hit support. So these two are in tandem with each other all the time. How could you have played this? I mean, the dollar was in a bit of an ascending triangle, like bull pennant, honestly, with a measured move here, and it began to break out. See that? Technical analysis has you at hello, okay? We take a look at the Dow Jones. Now, let's look at the bigger time frame. The 4-hour wants to roll over, which is a good sign. So what we're looking at here, this is interesting. Let me take you through this talk. 4-hour rolls over. Hopefully, we get rejected and we come back down. This is what we really want. We want to see the dollar not get back down here. However, we did pop. See that? So now we're looking at least for a retest of this area. What worries me and what I've been talking about is the dollar wants to come back to the upside. And I've gone over this many times. See my yellow line? And I'm saying either we got rejected here, but I said if we break up, look for the dollar to pump. And this is a rising wedge that breaks up 68% of the time. So when you're looking at the dollar every single day, right? There's, you know, when the dollar wants to pump like this, it's not a good sign for Bitcoin. Also, the dollar, swing up to swing up, swing down to swing down. The dollar has hidden bullish divergence. You know, that's hidden bullish. Even if we swing all the way down to this contour, and that tells you that the trend will continue to the upside, and you're oversold on the daily time frame. So at that point, I mean, if you can forget the minutia of all the other time frames, I mean, the daily wants to pump. Measured. What I've been hoping is for a giant M pattern, which would make sense. Why would this make sense? Because the two-week chart, which is a big chart, has been pressing to the downside now. That's like, come on now. And I'll get rid of my work because it's kind of messy. But look, and if you were in my channel and you were with us for a long time, I've been showing you this resistance since 1989, even right here in 1976. So we've covered like the vast basis of the dollar here on this channel. So we don't just go over Bitcoin every single day. We give you the whole world market. So what I teach you, you could trade any market in the world with what I teach. Any market in the world. Look, resistance, resistance, resistance. We called resistance here on the dollar. We said, you know, Bitcoin should get a relief rally here at some point, and we went over this. If, you know, you can look at my other videos that I've gone over and said this. Nobody pays me to say stuff either. I watch 20 YouTubers a day, and there's nobody out there like the lifer. Shout out to Bison9. Thank you for saying that, man. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Watch the stream, and you will see that 8 out of 10 lifers head and shoulders break out. I didn't say that if I didn't see it either. Shout out to Bison9. We don't need to convince people. I realized I didn't need to do that. Yeah, man, I've been trading a long time. Head and shoulders a clean pattern. You cannot make head and shoulders out of anything because it looks similar. USD got stronger for no reason whatsoever, and Bitcoin is quoted against USD. Not head and shoulders. This guy is funny. Anyway, everybody, yeah, I don't listen to any of these people, man. It's pointless. It's pointless. They're jealous, man. They're jealous, man. They're jealous. Jealousy and envy all over the place. It happens. It happens. Watch when they start seeing me make $1 million. They're going to get real pissed, you know? It's like, oh, $500,000 isn't enough. We're going to hate you when you get me and you start making $1 million. Like, haters, man. Haters. Bye, Felicia. Bye, Felicia. It's tough it's tough hating yourself. So you have to hate on other people, man. Hey, man, I think I was in a bad place in my life a few times, so I can understand. I hope you get into a better place one day. Hope you're all right. You don't troll YouTubers. Your energy is, yeah, I'm done. I love the hater. Bitcoin just, yeah, I told you it was going to dump hard, man. It was likely to dump. Once I gave it a real good look, it was likely to dump. Dollar index pumping on you. Dollar index about to pump. I mean, this is a falling wedge, 68% chance you're going to break to the upside. Okay? 68% chance you're going to break to the upside. What I don't want is I don't want to breach that resistance. I want an M pattern here and a dump. 2 weeks suggest that we will get an M, so quick relief rally for the dollar. Bitcoin will have to come back down to that 30,000 area. It's obvious, everybody. Look, let's just take, like, I love when people, like, don't listen to this guy, all this nonsense, because I prove what I do every day. Look, every time the daily was low here, had you shorted Bitcoin, dollar would have pumped, dollar would have pumped, dollar would have pumped, dollar would have pumped, dollar would have pumped. Yeah, you might have had to waited for some minutia, but at the end of the day, you would have won. 4 or 5 days later, you would have won. So this tells me 3, 4, 5 days from now, the dollar index is hopefully making an M pattern and dumping to the downside, you know, and that's going to have Bitcoin struggling. You can't have the dollar pumping with Bitcoin doing damage. They don't go hand in hand. Now, we know Bitcoin is correlated to the Dow Jones. I've showed you right now that the Dow is either going to make this flag and pump out, or it's going to get rejected to come to the downside. Right now, the daily suggests that the Dow will get rejected now and head back down for lower lows. That will make a lower low for the Dow. That will, and it will keep completing this basically bigger zone that I have for the Dow Jones. So if the Dow Jones dumps for the next few days, just like the dollar's about to pump, it's telling you Bitcoin's about to make a bit of a dump here to the downside. All right? So it is what it is. That's what we're looking at. It is what it is. Mike, dude, you're a troll, bro. Peace out, man. Mike, you're a fucking troll. Excuse my language. See, I swore now. You got me swearing, man. But Mike, you're a troll, man. You're removed, dude. We don't want someone that doesn't get it. If you either watch the stream, be quiet, and he made me swear, and I never swear, man. I feel horrible right now. See, the negative energy is so negative. That's why I get rid of negative people. I'm an empath. I will feel their negativity real fast. So I just remove myself from people that don't get it. It's really easy. Look at the news on Yellen and inflation. What up, Lifer? Felicia legit tried to borrow a microwave, though. Bye, Felicia. You're funny. Lifer, the altcoins you posted today in the Discord look like fire to me. Bison9. LO, BB. Go get the soap. I forgive you. I'm sorry for swearing, man. I just got irritated now, and then I can't monetize today. It is what it is. No worries, my brother. You are awesome at what you do. Keep up the great job. Thank you. Bye, Felicia. Yeah, so the idea here is the Dow Jones is in a bit of a flag here. And it's either going to stay in this flag and pump, or it's not. You see what I'm saying? And you'd be like, what? I know that doesn't make sense to a new trader, but to someone in my trading system that starts to understand, because it can stay in this flag and it can pump, it means I'm open-minded. If I say we're just dumping, then I'm not giving out to the idea that I don't know what's possible. You know what I'm saying? So, Mike got rug pulled. Funny, man. Don't take that negative energy. Refuse to accept it. Exactly. I don't accept negative energy. I just don't. Like, I love what Vimmel says. Refuse to accept negative energy. Only take in the positive energy. That's the only place I live, is in the positive energy place. There's no place and space for it. Right now, actually, I'm going to pray for a second to revamp myself. Father, dear Lord, maker of all things, heaven and earth, thank you for the strength, for giving me the strength to wake up every single day with the energy, every single day with the motivation, every single day feeling good, working out, drinking lemon water, and doing the right thing by my family and my friends. Help me fight off the negativity. Help me keep composure, and help me not use any type of horrible profanity during my live stream. Thank you so much, dear Lord. And pray for all the lifers and everybody else, all your mothers and fathers, your brothers and sisters, every lifer out there. If there's anything going on in your family members, someone was in a car accident, someone's learning to walk again, we have all sorts of lifers going through all sorts of things. I love each and every one of you, and I hope you're having a good day. I love you all. Thank you for coming on in. Amen. You know? And there we go. We pray away the negativity. We don't even need to say the word positivity, positivity, positivity. Let's get back into BTC and see what's happening now. my man was like, that's not a complex. You can't make things. I'm telling you right now, Mike, I probably traded longer than you. I've been trading for 15 years. I've seen way more inverted head and shoulders than you, my man. Can't monetize today. Here's a little love that you deserve. Love watching you get it. Shout out to Vincent Mark for the $100 super chat. Thank you so much for the love, man. Look at that. 100 beans for the kid, man. Thank you so much, man. Much respect to you, man. I love you. I love you. Thank you very much. And I'm telling you right now, this is a complex head and shoulder pattern. I'm telling you right now. And this was a head and shoulder, even though you had a right shoulder. Even if it was, if Mike didn't see it, it's not up to us because we saw it. We don't care what Mike didn't see or these other people didn't see. We love that they don't see that head and shoulder pattern. You know why? Because we take advantage of them. Look, measured move was down here. We went pretty damn close, right? How do you get the measured move? You take the head to the neckline. That's about it. And you swing it to where you fell from. I mean, that's exactly where we went. So you can't tell me it wasn't head and shoulder because it even gave me the actual pretty close to where we're going. So the dollar had a bit of a bump. The dollar is going to get stronger too as well. And remember, last night, at the last minute, I sat there and I was like, and I was like, I gotta call a short on this. I was like, if I have to make a call, let's see what I said. I'll put this is what I love about this YouTube stuff. Everything I say is out here, man. Everything I say is out here. My impromptu live stream last night, everything I say is out here. That's funny. We can't do anything anymore. I can't listen to my is funny, right? No. If you're in my trading group, we have a place where you can go. Crypto. I was like, I got to call this. Whatever. I waste my time. Pushing up on the 1 hour. Last night was funny. But last night was the funniest stream ever. Like, here, if you guys were here last night, it was so funny. Fast and furious. It was so funny. Anyway, sorry. I'm not going to waste time, but. So here. Right when I started, I called the idea that we would drop to the downside, right? And lo and behold, we did, right? Measured move is here, 30,700, all right? And there, why? Because look, support and resistance. And look what's funny. Some people took these wicks. See these two wicks right there? So they bought in right there. Crazy. They had orders. So big orders, 8 right in there. Let's take a look at BOOKMAP. It's going to show us where the bounce was, where the liquidity was, and where the liquidity also may be. Whoa. You watching, bro? A girl drinking milk? What? A girl drinking milk? What? I longed and spent most of the night waiting for it to come back up. Oof, that's tough. Last night was awesome. Can you do Adam? We'll take a look at Adam. Funny, you asking for Adam again after last night. That was funny. You make it a joke, right? Did you do Adam? No, we did do Adam at the end. Sam, when you're great at something, the haters will find you. No Twisted Sisters today. No, I don't think so. What do you think of the false top theory that BitBoy has said? A chance we could have bottomed. I mean, did you watch my video where I said the 3 reasons that we bottomed? Look, I love that dude. That dude's awesome, man. Anyway, right here. 5 reasons why we bottomed. Did you watch this video? I definitely think you didn't because you wouldn't have asked that question, right? So watch that video, then come on back. I appreciate it. I long the cup and handle on ETH on the 4 hour. 450 people. Let's get those likes up to the viewers. Thank you so much, everybody, being here. That false top theory definitely has weight, I think. I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't see it. I don't watch YouTube at all, man. Change the way you look at things, and the things you look at change. You haven't checked Adam yet. Shout out to Anku Kutsi Butsu, my man. I missed most of the live last night, baby, because it started pouring on me delivering peaches, not financial advice. Look at that 2 week, and you will see it's a falling wedge. We'll break out 68% of the time. That's what I keep saying. I've been saying that since day one. Like so many times I've been saying that. You know? We could make this a bigger channel here. See this? See that? Not the best idea, but, you know, up, down, back to the upside. Bitcoin is now oversold on the 1 hour. Has some more downside, though. Like, look, let me get rid of this yellow line. Yikes. It's bearishly crossing. I'm telling you, when you see the bearish divergence, you just got to know that it's going to take over. It's going to take over. It's going to take, you got to learn to trust divergences because everything else will be iffy. The Stokes, everything else, but the divergence will be there. Divergence is hard to trust because it's like your first, like, you got to start trading divergence with small amounts. You know, it's like you see a divergence, be like, all right, I'm going to short it with a small amount. All right. All right, we'll take a look at BOOKMAP here. And you can see not a lot of sell orders too high right up in these areas. A big order here, 31,600, 172. So a lot of liquidity right here. They might pull us back up to 31,006. However, we got a big order there too, down at 30,600. There is more liquidity down here than there is up here. So usually they'll pull the price back down to where the most liquidity lies. What is this? This is where all the big guys have all their orders. This is where whales are slapping giant orders. 140 Bitcoin, 200 Bitcoin, 300 Bitcoin. This is Binance Futures, OKX, and Bybit. So this is really going to show you where most of the liquidity is in the market. A lot of people want to buy in this zone here. So we see a bounce probably off 30,600, 30,200 area. It's likely the liquidity gets dragged down into this zone. This is BOOKMAP. I have a link to BOOKMAP in my description below. You will not get a better discount to BOOKMAP. The people at BOOKMAP are beautiful. As you can see, I don't affiliate with Femex. I don't affiliate with Bybit. I don't do any of that leverage trading garbage. You know why? Because even if I teach you to begin, if I show a leverage trading link, you're going to say, well, the lifer says the good things. And you know what? He says he is a leverage trading link, though, so I should try it, right? And then if you get wrecked, you know what? I make commission off your losses. So sad. It's very sad. So, you know, I don't want to make commission off your losses. I think it's strange, you know? And even if I know you might do it yourself, go do it on Tom Crown's Femex link. Don't use my link. Go do it on, you know, Crypto's link. Go do it on Carl's link. I don't want to be associated, all right? My mother, if I sat down with my mother and I told her that's what I was doing, she wouldn't be happy with me. I'll be honest. Like, she would be very upset. I'm being dead serious. If I sat with my mom and I said, Mom, they grab this link, but they lose, and I still make money when they lose, she would look at me and be like, that's not right, Sam. I was raised by a really good woman and a really good man. My parents have a lot of morals. I can't do that, all right? I'm sure there's some gray areas that we try to dance through. Like, I have a KuCoin link, you could say, but people have to learn how to trade, right? And they got to learn it. They got to use an exchange. And I'm in between it all. At the same time, I just rather have my hands washed of it. Like, I don't want to be a part of it, you know? I just don't want to be a part of it. So that's what I'm saying. I'm sticking to it, all right? So would mine, bro. Yeah, you're the man, Sam. Love that about you, bro. You have morals, facts. Massive respects to you aligning your incentives with your customs, lifer. Bro, is it a bad thing I'm prioritizing trading all day over uni work? I love it. Over uni work? What's uni work? I don't know what uni work is. But yeah, I mean, no, that's what I did, and that's where I got here. Collectively, our lack of morals is why the world is dark. It really is. I have a military mother. She'd beat my... Yeah, she would, Scotty. Yeah, she would. Yes, right, man. And I don't condone violence, but it is what it is. All right? I don't condone it. Also, remember when that guy said it wasn't a head and shoulder? But remember last night on the channel, I said there was a diamond forming? Did anyone else hear me say that? Did anyone else remember me forming the diamond last night on the channel? I did. I almost forgot that I did. And we could actually scroll through here somewhere. There's a time when I find a diamond here on this channel. We spent so much time on Bitcoin last night. But I found the diamond. Diamonds break to the downside. Very simple. And we called out a diamond on Bitcoin at one point. I was like, wait. I was open-minded about it. Well, we spent a lot. We were grinding yesterday. Yeah, I don't even have the bandwidth, right? Anyway, this is a diamond pattern. Diamonds break to the downside. That's a perfect diamond. I can't believe I didn't see it when the show started. I apologize. Usually I do. I did see it last night right here. I drew the diamond something like this. It wasn't perfect, but I brought this in, and I was like, are we forming a diamond? You see? I don't know if you remember. Does anyone remember me drawing the diamond last night on the live? I saw the diamond too. Shout out to Kristen. See? My mom was Puerto Rican. She would still spank me with a slipper. I love you guys. I work for another man in computer code, and it's been a grind. But when this bull market hits, all this research and taking it on the chin is going to pay off. Yes, it will, Bison9. I love that you're into computer and you're coding. You're going to code with us, man. We're going to create something amazing together. But I seen the diamond. Saw people discussing on Discord. Yeah, I remember Wayne Mustafa says he remember, I see a few diamonds in a couple alts. I do. 68.75. So diamonds drop, bro. And look, it's also a Bart Simpson. It's a Bart Simpson pattern. See that? We even talked about the idea that a Bart Simpson was beginning to form yesterday as we went sideways. Bart Simpson pattern, the bearish divergence had you at hello, bang, 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 and we break to the downside. So you have to remember, and a lot of the setups will go bust now, and we're going to look at the rest of them and see where we bounce and reassess. But that was a diamond to the downside. You see that? That was a diamond to the downside. Doesn't mean that this falling wedge can't eventually break to the upside. There's a chance it could. The diamond pattern, all right? Look at this, the bearish diamond, and it happens at the top of a channel. It's a reversal pattern. It's pretty easy to find, and it plays out really nicely. So if you look at images here and you look at the bearish diamond, and you can see, like, it comes into the bottom, has a, you know, it will have this, like, kind of whipsaw in the middle. It breaks down out the bottom, all right? And a diamond, if it comes in the top, it'll come out the top. That's a diamond bottoming pattern, okay? Understand your diamonds. Look, we just saw a textbook diamond right now. A textbook diamond. So look, the head and shoulder they tried to draw, they X'd it out. It was the diamond. Isn't that interesting? We kind of did the same thing. To me, though, I still see a head and shoulder. If someone else, if I see it, I don't care. If I'm the only person in the world that sees it and I play a short, it is what it is, right? Right? So that short was a quick dump to the downside. I apologize for not calling it out as sooner as such and not seeing the diamond earlier this morning. Normally, I am pretty quick. I would have seen the diamond. Yep, diamond last night. Thank you for saying that. Yeah. So I gave you kind of, I had you at hello at the beginnings of it. My trading instincts had us at the diamond. But I don't know anything, guys. Don't watch this channel. I don't know anything about trading. I'm a complete clown. I know nothing about trading at all. At all. At all. All right? You will learn nothing from me if you come to this live stream. At all. You will just be shilled Bybit links, and I'll talk about Cointelelie, and we'll go over random coins, and then I'll shill a bunch of things that I'm behind, and then, you know, no, it's never going to happen. That's not the all right? Thank you, Chartface. I love that. You're funny, man. Number 492. Shout out to Dustin Cava. Super. Let's take a look at Velos, VLX, Adam, and OP. Let's take a look at VLX, Velos on KuCoin. And everything's going to dump with the Bitcoin dump, but this is actually holding pretty nicely. And honestly, all coins look a little better recently for whatever reason. That sideways action for Bitcoin woke them up a little bit. So what you're doing here is you're at this support and resistance. You need to hold that, right? You do hold that, this will bounce. So if you can get a candle to open up here, 1 hour is pushing to the upside. 4 hours getting oversold and could make a flip. 15-minute is not in your favor right now. You have to look for the 7-minute to be super low to get you out of the zone. It's the only hope. You are pretty low, so you need a candle to close, preferably on the 1 hour or the 15-minute above this support zone. And this could complete a move to the upside and back to the channel. And this could then break back out. It's in a bit of a cup and handle to the upside. VeloX, Sammy cup and handy to the upside. I mean, low, higher, low, fourth higher low in a row. Sammy cup and handy. You know, that is a cup and handle if I've ever seen one, say so myself. You have a big measured move. You have a conservative measured move. I would just play back to resistance, go from there. You got a zone of resistance right here that is likely where profit taking will occur by the bots and a lot of other people. This zone right here. So this is what I'm looking at. It has to hold this zone to complete the move, though. It must hold this zone. So, you know, there's a chance you get stopped out. A very high chance. Everybody, nobody is perfect in trading. I don't win every trade. If I won every trade, I'd be a complete liar, you know. So thank you for that $10 super chat. I see sliding in there. Love learning. Sam, you built it with love, and thank you. Only love and high vibration in here in the Lifer fam. We're so blessed to come together in the light every day, and we'll help each other stay on the path every day. Shout out to Love Learning. I love you. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate it. You guys keep me on the path. You really do. Shout out to Chemistry, bro. Hey, Lifer, I noticed a possible repeating pattern on Bitcoin. Posted in the Lifer99 chat on Discord. Could be playing out with this current downturn. Yeah, I saw what you were saying, Chemistry. I saw what you were saying. I'm sorry, though, because if I fish through the Discord, I'm going to have to go find it. I've done that before, and then it throws me off. I have a whole plan of where I want to go right now. But I got you, man. And honestly, when you posted that, I realized you were like an asset in the group. I did. So I just want you to know, keep posting, keep doing it. I noticed, and I'm like, wow, this guy's got some really good stuff. So, yeah, I'm like, when I saw you say that, I was like, wow, we got another gem in the group. A guy with a really good vision. Because I'm unique. I have my vision, but it's not all about, right? We all have a vision together. And And look what I say to everybody before Bitcoin dump today. You know, it's like, again, if you're new and Bitcoin can wreck every setup I posted with a dump, always, always use a stop loss, please. Please. And did we go down to that liquidity? 31,260. Yeah, we're struggling, but we are headed back closer to 30,008. Yeah, I mean, we're starting to eat lower for sure. Can we get the bounce on VLX? It's all about that support zone. It may come a little lower and bounce there too. Make a bit of a double bottom there. Anything is possible. That's not even a 3-to-1, is it? Nah, see, that's not a 3-to-1 risk-reward ratio. See, I'll tell you why this trade is somewhat sketchy to me. I keep having to edge my stop loss too close to the danger zone. You see that? Sometimes you get a big enough zone that you get 3-to-1 on that idea. I go right to the 3 when I do this. So I can hide a little bit even lower in this chop here. Velas must hold the zone for this to occur. So this is just an idea, everybody. This isn't buy this right now. This is an idea that if Bitcoin can hold the zone and bounce back up, and this can hold the zone with Bitcoin, this will play out to the upside. All right. So the support needs to hold for this to play out. All right. We want to get a candle to close on the 15 of the 1 hour above this zone. Then I have like to long at least the 1 hour to the top of the pattern. You know? I guess it broke back in there. Do you guys hear the fan? Got a fan above me. I'm just wondering if I don't say any. Let me just. Yeah, you can hear that fan, right? I can turn it off now. It cooled me off. It's a sailing fan, so that's how low the ceiling is. Funny in the basement. Anyway. So here. We've gone over the dollar index. We've gone over the Dow Jones. Let's look at Bitcoin dominance. It's going to give us a little bit of an idea of what could be happening, right? Like, basically, if the alts can fly today, or we're going to see some sideways behavior. So Bitcoin dominance, interesting enough, is flagging out like it wants to pump. Now, it pumps for two reasons. It pumps when Bitcoin dumps hard and people rush out. And it pumps when Bitcoin pumps really hard and people jump out of altcoins. So it's two reasons. When Bitcoin goes up so high, people are like, oh my God, and they FOMO into it. Right? Like this Bitcoin dominance pump. When Bitcoin was pumping, Bitcoin FOMO'd into Bitcoin, the dominance blew, right? Dominance blew up. Then it also blows up when the market dumps and people rush into Bitcoin because their altcoins get stopped out of BTC. So the old trick in the book is to juxtapose Bitcoin dominance with Tether dominance. And look, I have it waiting. If they both want to pump, it's likely we're going to get a move to the upside. If they both want to dump, it's likely we're going to get a move to the downside. If they both want to pump, it's likely we're going to move to the downside. If this wants to pump, but this wants to dump, it's likely we're going to get a move to the upside. So you want to see them uncorrelated. Right now, they're somewhat correlated. Okay? They're correlated, you know? And you got the bearish divergence on Bitcoin dominance. Swing up to swing up, swing down to swing down on the RSI, and you're pointing down. I mean, it's likely you're going to dump to the downside. So when you dump, when Bitcoin dominance dumps, Tether dominance is going to pump on the 1 hour. Interesting. Look at this. Tether dominance is kind of high too. See, that's weird. Let's go to the daily. Daily wants to pop. And this daily wants to dump. See, I'm telling you right now, that shows me a dump for Bitcoin. Now, I could be wrong. Hold me to this. Write this down like stamp. But this is telling us that we are going to pump in Tether dominance and we're going to dump in Bitcoin dominance. Telling me that we're going to see some lower prices to get, you know, and that it's not the best time to DCA. Again, I could be wrong. All I do is go over this every single day, and I could be wrong. You can back test this, okay? You can back test this to right here. Right here, look. Bitcoin dominance was high on the daily, right here, but Tether dominance was in this like loop to the upside. And it was also in a wedge. And Tether dominance would pump hard while Bitcoin dominance would dump. I tell you right now, that was a huge dump for Bitcoin. It's kind of brewing right now. It's showing you the same signs on the daily. All right. Bitcoin's also overbought on the daily. So I'm just, I'm not don't shoot the messenger. Don't shoot the messenger. Look at the 1 hour for what we're going to see today. Next 6, 7, 8 hours, just to kind of get a handle of what we see. And again, I mean, Bitcoin dominance wants to pump. Tether dominance will get a little high. So it's showing like some side relief action. Like this will pump up, and then come down while this continues to pump up a little bit. So some little money will flow into Bitcoin, but sideways, and then that will be overbought, come on down. Funny, the 4-hour will get overbought and come on down. It's funny. It's like saying we almost will have a relief rally on the 4-hour, and then the daily is going to dump on us. Just like Bitcoin's a little bullish on the. So I'm getting mixed signals, honestly, everybody. I'm getting mixed signals. But the daily, which is the bigger time frame, says we will get a drop for Bitcoin. Okay? Hold me to this. Write this down. All right? Write this down. 1108. We went over this idea, and the projection is that we're going to see a massive move up in US Tether dominance, a massive move down in Bitcoin dominance, and it's going to push up. It's going to bring Bitcoin down in price. All right? And let's look at the S&P. I got a better version of it. Okay, the S&P. Now, we predicted a bounce here on the S&P on this falling wedge. We got back above the zone. However, we just got barely back into the pattern. Barely back in. I'm going to delete all this old work that I had done. Sounds like plastic surgery. Oh, also, I want to talk about Cro-Magnon Man today. While I was walking my daughter to school, she brought up Cro-Magnon Man. And I thought about it, I could incorporate it into the live, and I have an amazing thing to talk about. Amazing. Like, very inspiring. So stay tuned for that, too. I have an inspirational kind of, like, thing I want to discuss. So, we did get the bounce. Falling wedge bounced. S&P, look at that W that did go up and basically hit its measured move. It had resistance in this area. We had resistance right here. We got stopped right there. Now the daily is cooked. It's telling you, and when the daily gets cooked, it's usually the end of the rally. Okay? End of the rally. A lot can happen inside of this, but it is what it is. No other MetaMask course out there covers what the Lifer teaches. You know what the Lifer teaches and more, and how to navigate this space. Thank you for saying that. I always forget to promote myself sometimes, but my mods never seem to do. My mods are always there for me, always promoting, always helping me get it in. Yes, tomorrow from 1 to 3, we have a MetaMask course. I just teach people how to use MetaMask. It's $125. Teach how to use DeFi. It used to be a funner. The course used to be amazing because you could make 20% in Anchor. However, you know, honestly, I didn't ever get into Anchor, thank God. And we actually didn't cover opening up a Luna wallet, thank God. We covered Phantom. We covered Phantom, Solana, Matic, Binance Smart Chain, you know, Ethereum, Harmony One, right? We covered the top 6 chains to get into, and we just show you how to find all the different gems. When the market rips again, that information right now doesn't seem to be like what you want to know. When the market rips again and Bitcoin starts to rip and a bull market comes in and the decentralized world takes over again, you're gonna be like, damn, I don't know how to use my MetaMask. You're gonna be scrambling. You're gonna watch people making 10x's. I made 100x on SafeMoon, right? We made big money on Shiba Inu in my trading group. Like, we made big money on these coins. So if you wait till the last minute, you're gonna be scrambling. The MetaMask course will get you where you need to go, like, pretty fast. So it's $125. I'll see you there tomorrow from 1 to 3. Smartest thing you ever do is take that course. I'm telling you right now. I give you so much insight. 2-hour course from 1 to 3. I'll see you tomorrow. Enough said. Amazing MetaMask course on Friday. It's Wednesday, boss, because course is Friday night. No, course is Fridays 1 to 3, man. Fridays 1 to 3. No one thinks the dollar is strong. There are some who say it is, but no one actually believes this. Exactly. I'm a MetaMask degen. Much NFT degenning. I know, right? Crypto Baker. No. More just like flooding a Pacific project or projects. Well, you need a Terra Station wallet for Anchor. I was in there, but got out before the DPEG. Thank God, man. My whole MetaMask got drained a couple months ago when I was playing around with NFTs. Learned my lesson. Dude, that's tough. Yikes. Neo won't tell you what to buy. Neo won't tell you what to buy, but will show you how to chart and create good entries using technical analysis. No, we won't tell you what to buy yet. Federal Reserve System thinks the dollar bill is strong, but it's lies, in my opinion. Yeah, come on, man. Federal Reserve is... I'll teach you more than you would ever know. If I join the trading group, can someone walk me through a trade with stop loss and stuff? We got that for you right here. Walk you through a trade, though? I mean, we could get you pretty much where you need to be. Watch the boot camp. It's free, bro. The boot camp's free, man. Join the Discord, and you'll want to join the trading group just by joining the boot camp. This is free information, and you can see what else is in there. I got a learning library packed with information. packed with stuff to keep you moving. Packed with a support and resistance boot camp. You know, I like to call them boot camps because they really get you going. If you want your hand held, you're going to have to take a one-on-one with me, man. Like, if you really want someone to walk you through a trade. But I believe, honestly, if you ask my admins and you really, someone's going to take you. So, yeah, someone's going to help you. Maybe it will be me. But honestly, watch me make trades here on the live. I make trades on the live. I also make trades during my sessions. Like, you'll see. Just keep watching. Just keep watching the live, man. You'll be up to speed. Get in the Discord and spend time there. And when you think you have spent time there, good. Then 10x that time. Grant Cardone taught me this, but he is right. Yep, 10x it every time. Dude, I ask seriously basic questions in there, and people are really nice. Thank you for saying that, Subculture. I really appreciate that. When is the next beginner's course for the new lifers? It is every single Tuesday. The beginner's course is every single Tuesday, all right? Every single Tuesday, all right? I have a banner in the intermission session. I got to actually copy and paste it. I'll copy it. I'll paste it to the live stream here. Funny, right? And there you go. But there's the beginner's course. Learn the language of the charts every Tuesday from 1 to 3. Jump on it. It's $99. It's awesome. I think the price is right. I love what people say about it. I just love this product. It's a great product. I know it's a great product because when I was first in crypto, this didn't exist, and it does now. So jump on in for $99. Learn the language of the charts every Tuesday from 3 to 5. Sam, you had better had worked out this morning. I did work out this morning. Boston Celtics will sweep the Warriors, in my opinion. Really? Wow. What's one thing that stops a trader from becoming successful? It's a good point, man. What stops a trader from becoming successful? Fear. Fear of losing. Fear. The devil. The devil gets in their head. They believe that things aren't going to work out. And then doubt. Lack of confidence, fear, and doubt. Thinking that they can't do it. Believing that all the other things in life that didn't work out for them will continue in trading. And so that fear really creates a wall, and people are unable to get through it. Fear creates the issues. See, consistency is how you become successful. Fear kills consistency. If you feel good one day, but then you're in fear the next day, you're not going to be consistent. Like, if I was afraid of what people thought about me, I wouldn't show up on YouTube, right? And I wouldn't have a YouTube channel. I would never have a business. So I had to forget what people thought about me. See the trolls that came on today and did all that nonsense? I don't care. Because they're not in my position. They're in the position to hate on me. I'm in a position to see them from the outside. So I'm blessed. When they start to hate on you, you won. You own them. It's like a lion and a little sheep's laughing at him outside. The lion's just looking at him like, I could tear you to pieces. What do I need to show you anything for? You know what I'm saying? And I'm beginning to really feel that. I used to get even more, but my friends and even you guys used to say, lifer, just leave it alone. You got this, lifer. Selling for a loss to pay bills. That's tough, man. I'm sorry to hear that. Sam, that is a pretty nice shirt, bro. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. I love this shirt. Appreciate it, man. Last night, I asked my wife to iron it, so it was nice and right. This morning, I said, did you iron it? She did. Yeah. Let's take a look at Atom and Optimism. So I'm looking at the S&P, and it did break out. Look at this. Look, I got it like this. It broke out, broke back in. So I got this new trend that I just found. I just adjusted the trend. I saw something different. I was like, you know what? It is that trend, technically. To me, it tried to break out. Yeah, it broke out of this trend. It needs a bounce desperately on the 1 hour, the 4 hour. It needs a bounce. So if the S&P does not bounce out of this wedge here, and you can see this is Bitcoin, right? It's doing exactly what, they're doing the same thing. They're dumping together. They're directly correlated. 15-minute oversold. Can we get a bounce? It is. So what you need is a bounce here. You need this to propel a move out of this flag on the 1 hour. And you need to get far away from this re-entry into this bigger target as possible. We enter back inside this pattern. No good. No good at all. That's going to be bad news. So we're going to be watching the S&P for bounces off of support right here at 4,000. Basically 4,000. We cannot go below 4,000. We go below 40,000, that's like Bitcoin going below 30,000. You get it? And then we could go down to 3, and then if it goes from 4,000 to 3,000, that's Bitcoin going from 20,000 from 30,000 back to 20,000. You could equate these moves; they're pretty similar. So S&P 500, all right. And it is 11:11. Make a wish, everybody. Make a wish. My first girlfriend used to do that to me. It's 11:11. So funny. The memories of being a kid, right? Oh, the memories. Back in the day when I was just a lad. When I had my first girlfriend. You know, I was young. All my friends, I got my first girlfriend at 12 years old, and I dated her till I was 17. It was crazy. I'd been in a 5-year relationship by the time I was out of high school. It was nuts. And people looked at me like, and I'd meet girls, and I'd be like, oh, I already had a girl for 5 years, and they would look at me like, I was so mature. I knew women so much better than all my peers. I also had a twin sister, and she had a lot of friends and girls around me, so I understood women better than most men. And, you know, that came into play. So, look, we showed you that this was the channel. We showed you the idea that this was, you know, that we would bounce here. We got right to the area where we had a wickage, and we showed you if we fell through here, we would bounce. We did. Buying into wicks is where you need to buy in. Why? Because they have such large liquidity. You ever try to buy a big bag on KuCoin? It doesn't go through. You push the price up. It doesn't work. So if you want to buy a bag, and they do the same thing to Bitcoin because their bags are so big. So when they want to buy a bag, they got to flush. They got to flush people out. They have to create short squeezes, long squeezes. They got to get all the stop losses to get hit because that's the way they can quickly grab liquidity. So when you see big wicks, big dumps to the downside, and then look, we're right here. So it only makes sense to long this back to the upside of the pattern. You see? Even if we're bearish, the 1 hour should break us back up here. You get it? Technically. And what you want to do, and it gets harder to do this over time, but you can kind of like do this. And see, this is the channel. You broke out of it, you broke back in. And this is the falling wedge that should eventually break back out. Are you sitting with me? I'm doing a lot of craziness here. I got a lot of patterns inside of patterns. I can only imagine the normal person there like, what? But again, last night we called this short. Basically, rising wedge broke to the, or even this morning, that started it. And then this here, shoulder, head and shoulder, started it again, right? And also the diamond broke to the downside. So we got the diamond pattern. We identified the proper pattern. I was a little late on the diamond, I have to be honest. Usually I'm quicker on it. I'm a little upset with myself. I pride myself on finding it before it happens. Nailing it. And today, I have to be honest, I was a little late on the diamond. However, I did start showing a diamond on my live stream last night, so that kind of saves me a little bit. So can people say, hey, he did have the knowledge to begin the diamond last night, and the diamond did play out. So he was on it. He was sniffing. As your mentor, I had you. I was giving you the crumbs. I was giving you the crumbs to lead you in the right direction. You know what I'm saying? And so we should be getting a bounce here, in my humble opinion, back to the upside. This falling wedge hit the bottom. This wedge hit the bottom. If you can bear with me here with my dual action ideas here, and a move back to the upside. I'm selling for a loss to pay the bills. Hey, man, sometimes you have to do what you have to do. All right? Do you ever challenge yourself in growing small accounts? Yes, all the time. It's fun. It's very fun. Take $50 and see if you can bring it to 1,000. It's the funnest thing in the world. You know? I do it sometimes in chop when the market's really bad. I'd play smaller amounts. You know? When relationship advice, YouTube channel lifer. Should I do that? Should I just have multiple YouTube channels? I want to do a workout one. Like I was working out this morning and I was like, I feel the lifer should take this workout with me. And I was like, I should live stream the workout and call it crypto workouts. Because I truly believe working out makes you a better trader because your mind is more complete. You know? Waves 21 cut up to the 15 and the 21 bottoming. But the 1 hour SI is topping out. Thank you, Dustin, for the super chat support. I'm praying for the DXY to crash. Who isn't, baby? Who isn't? You know, who isn't? You know? BOOKMAP, are you coming down? BOOKMAP, are you heading down? We got a huge glob at 30,700. Looks like we may go lower based on BOOKMAP. My TA suggests we will not. We will bounce. Where's my bounce area? 31,005, 31,006. There's chop. It's funny. The market makers, they know their TA. Because look, why do you think they're at 31,006 and 31,005? Because they know that's the next resistance. See? Right there. This area. See, this is the chop. It's so funny. So once you know your TA, you can see how the market makers park. And they know their TA too. They're using bots and all sorts of stuff. So they're parked. Sorry. They're parked right here. They're parked like somewhere right in there. You see that? That's the deal. Life sanity workout will make millions. Working out right now while I'm in a trade and watching Lifer. My daily routine. Shout out to Jimmy with the stimmy. It's so funny. I would work out with your workout channel. Grace Protocol. Look at that. I don't know if you guys could handle it. You're not as stressed. Definitely not. Any advice in growing small accounts? When I try, I feel like my risk management goes out the window. Just use proper risk management, man. You just said it. You know what to do. Just stop doing the wrong thing. A healthy body means a healthy mind, and a healthy mind means a healthy trades. Would be cool to at least add a health and wellness section to the Discord, if not a YouTube channel. Yes and no. I mean, I want to. It is, but also at the same time, people can go join a health and wellness guy because that's what he does. Because I don't do it 110%, I'm not going to be the best at it, right? I'm going to be the best at what I do every single day. Like I found this diamond. Like most people would never have seen this diamond, but I did. So like, you know, so look, the market makers say we're going down. There's more liquidity down here. And if these sells start to bite, we're going to drop down to 30,600. Is that my next support zone? Yeah, look, 30,700. Look, and this is the next chop. Look, this is so funny, man. So the market makers are there and there. They're loaded up. That's all they do. Then they watch for us. They see how many buys, and then they go they go and snatch our liquidity. So you can see this is the low range. That's the high range. This is the mid range of where Bitcoin is channeling right now. All right. See, the 1 hour still has downward momentum. See that? I can't tell you that I know exactly what's going to happen. 15-minute is trying to get a bounce here, though. How you'll know if you're going to go lower, you'll make a bear flag on like the 5 or the 7-minute time frame, and it will roll over. So start watching this, and if this rolls over, you'll go lower. See? This is how you can kind of be preemptive of where the price action will go. All right? And so now we have our next idea of projection. Knowing where to project and how is super important because if you didn't know what a bear flag was, see, if you didn't know your patterns, you would never be able to project this pattern. Then you wouldn't be able to be preemptive about what could happen next. You get it? Joining yours and Jason's trading group was a complete game changer for me. Shout out to Yanzi, man. I would love to I love Jason, man. He's the man. Thank you for the 269 lifer. Yanzi, man, I would like to sit with you and ask you the differences, ask you what you like about both. See if I could learn from him. If I could email, let me find your email here because you're on YouTube, right? So click on this, go to your channel. I'm going to get your email here because that's awesome information, man. Do you have an email? Yanzi, if you could email cryptolifers@gmail.com, I would just love to pick your brain on what it's like to be in both groups and just learn from you because you have really key insight for me, metrics that I could really use. Okay. So thank you for that. I appreciate you saying that. That's really nice of you. Okay. So more possible downside for Bitcoin. Watch out. How do you figure that out? By watching the smaller time frames and seeing if this flag, see if we start to do a double bottom, we do an inverted head and shoulder, chance we break out. We stay chop and make a bear flag, chance we drop. So watch this pattern. And I got a lot going on, so let's go to another chart here. Let's clean it up for you. My work is work, man. It's like work, like I'm working there. So watch this pattern. You got a little bit of bullish divergence, swing up to swing up. That's swinging down. That's a good sign that you could see a bit of a bottom. But watch this. You know, this is a falling wedge. You could break back up, but it could bear flag us. This is the conservative measure move. The bigger measure move is the length of the pole right back to the chop. 30,500. All right. And again, that's where they're sitting. So it's likely, we should put some orders in with them, no? Like I should put an order in at 30,006 because that's where the big boys are. I should just trade with them right now. They want to load up down there, and then it looks like they want to get back up to 31,007 and sell. They're telling you that it's likely we're going to drop down to 30,000 and hit this area, and that this flag will play out. They're trying to tell you that. They're like, hey, and that's what BOOKMAP does for you. It gives you a little bit of more insight to what's going on. Also, if you're in my trading group and you're not using 3 commas, it's going to be way harder to trade KuCoin, way harder to trade all these different platforms. So check this out. This is 3 commas. 3 commas shows me every coin that I want to trade. Any exchange. I have Binance US. I have Coinbase. I have FTX. I have KuCoin. I have every single exchange at my fingertips. I have an FTX. I think they give you like a $53 or something. Do I have any money in here? I opened this just to kind of do the promo video that I did with them because FTX was doing a promo with 3 commas. But this is awesome. You can look at your dashboard. You can see where all your trades are. All right. If you look at the subscription service, too, it's very inexpensive if it can load. Yeah, it's funny. As my cookies are cooking up here. Sounds like he's saying be exposure, be a chocolate, right? I don't know, but. So you could see more downside. Watch out. Based on this idea, you know, we're fighting 31,000. And the bearish divergence and the diamond told you what was going to happen. So it was there. See, most people just see this. We saw what was going on. All right. We also gave this trade last night. This trade played out nicely. Look at that. Pretty insane. Bang, bang, bang. Didn't hit the stop loss. Got very close, but did not. Bang, bang, bang. And I go back to my other chart because I had that other, other stuff drawn there on the KuCoin. And what the idea behind this is you lose this area, then you have to assume this channel is broken. It's not a channel at all, okay? And then we're going to look for other market structure. And you are. You're losing the channel now. Look, you're dipping. The market makers are showing you that we're headed lower. See this? And look, when these get ready, you can see, like, the sellers are getting in. The seller. Big sell there. They should get us into this global liquidity. And look, 30,000. Look, we predicted this based on this. We saw that there's more liquidity down here. Likely we were going to head down. This is how you use BOOKMAP. It's like having a magic wand. I'm telling you right now. And I have the cheapest links to BOOKMAP than anybody else in the game. I'm telling you. And the people love me. I love the people over at BOOKMAP. We're actually adding liquidations too. There's liquidations there. I will add them today. I'm going to make a point to make sure I add my liquidations today. And look, there's that dumpage. There's that dumpage. 1 minute looks like it. Yeah, look, the 1 minute. Oh, look at this. The 1 minute had a head and shoulder pattern. How crazy is this? But you had to go to the 1 minute to see it. You wouldn't have seen it anywhere else. Absurdity. Look at that. Wow. So look, I mean, every day we teach you. We teach you. The guy that at the beginning of the stream I laugh now. The guy that said, this guy has no idea what he's talking about. It's so funny because, like, I can see that I have every idea what I'm talking about. It's so funny to me. Like if I can be two people. I can be a beginner and me. And, like, I can clearly see that I know what I'm talking about. Like, so look at this. I mean, you can see the liquidity was getting grabbed. And we showed you there was a huge load, like just a fat. And look, now they're spreading it out. Now this guy's trying to get down to 30,200. He may get lower because he's scaring people and he knows that the panic's setting in. When the panic's set in, he can get what he wants. Okay? Look, this is our next level. How do we know? Because we made our support and resistance already. Because we know our SNR, we know where we're at. And look, there's the bounce right there. All right? Look, that was the measured move to the head and shoulder. Exactly. Like, exactly. Like, insanity. If you don't believe that these patterns will lead you to money, I don't know what to tell you. Like, I don't know what to tell you. If this show is not like just an extravaganza, like you're not just like, what is going on here? Now, look, I'll blow your mind. I'm going to blow your mind now. How do you get out of this? I've seen this before. I've seen them conjoin. I've seen the right shoulder be a part of that. Hey, look, now we need to make an inverted to get out of here. That's the only way we get out of this. You see? Okay? Then you need some bullish divergence, and you do have it here. You have a swing up to swing up. It's flatter. This is a sharp swing down. Bullish divergence on the 1 minute time frame. Don't hang out on the 1 minute if you're a beginner, please. It's not the best place to be. But just know that, look, that's how you knew there was more downside. Shoulder, head, shoulder. Look, it even made an M right there. An M's dumped to the downside. Like, everything was there for you. Everything was there for you. Stochastics were rolling on you. Everything I teach, but just on a smaller scale. Now, look, remember the bigger channel I made? How funny is this? This is a fractal of what we just saw. Do you guys see what I'm saying? Do you guys see what my mind just saw? Hold up. Stay with me right now. I know you're not going to believe this, but check this out. This will blow your mind. Does anyone see the fractal? Do you guys see it? Do you guys see it? Is it just me? Hold up. Watch this. Bars pattern. See this? Right? Watch this. Watch. Just watch. It's better if I shrink the big one, but look. This was the bigger idea. See? The head and shoulder into the wedge and dipped. I know it's nuts, but I see it. I do see it. These are identical. Let me show you. You have this high side on the left that hit. You have this big middle head. What I have to do is actually shrink the big one for you to see what I'm saying. Watch. Watch. I have to do it now. I'm obsessed. So bear with me. I know it's taking some time, but you got to see this. It's how my mind works. How my mind truly works. 5 minute will give me a better fractal. Like, watch. This is insane. But they're kind of similar. All right? Look. To there is good enough. Right now, watch. I go down to that 1 minute. I shrink this. And then I go back to the 1 minute. And I zoom in here. I got to shrink it down real good. What did I do? I flipped it upside down accidentally. Yeah, there we go. Bear with me. I'm almost done. I'm almost done. I hope it'll let me flip it that small. And I've seen this many times. Like, I've seen like it's like this is how they joke with each other. They hide stuff inside of stuff, you know? And I know you think I'm nuts, but I'm telling you right now, like, I see things that are just like absurd. That should never be seen. That's what the market maker can't stand me. He's like, we try to throw this guy off so many times. Look at that. It's not perfect, but I'm just showing you an idea here, you know? My mind saw something. It's very interesting. Kind of was a smaller version of the bigger version of, you know. So now you have to invert out of this. That's the only way out of this is an inverted head and shoulder now. So you got to do this. This must make a right shoulder and break out, or you're going to make more bear flags and more bearish patterns and break to the downside. You see? Now we're going to go to a brand new chart, a fresh chart, and I'm going to just kind of freestyle for a second, all right? And we're going to see what we see. Look, we even called this bear flag for you on the 1 minute time frame, heading down here. I mean, how much more can you get? Like, how much more do you need? This guy has no idea what he's talking about. Look, yo, I have no idea what I'm talking about at all. Like, I'm horrible at this TA stuff. Like, don't come to this channel because you won't know anything about you won't know anything. You know what I'm saying? It's just funny. Like, you know, don't come to this channel. Anyway, and wow, battling back up. Now we're getting the bounce here. We are getting a bounce. See, there's the divergence. You can see the divergence. See, there's the swing to swing. And I know the RSI is the other way. It's funny. I can see things that I see in the market on BOOKMAP, you know. So the only way out is through divergence now. Swing down to swing down is sharp. Swing up to swing up is bullish, okay? You got bullish divergence. And like I showed you before, you need to get out with an inverted. I hate when I do that. Actually, life's too short to hate anything. I don't hate it. I don't hate that, but you know what I mean. Everybody, I haven't been able to look at the chart. When Bitcoin's like this, I can't really like look at the chat because I'm deep in the charts right now. You guys are watching it happen in real time. So we would like to get the bounce off the divergence. The divergence usually is the right side of the shoulder. We would get a break back to the upside. I've seen this many, many times. Okay. This should symbol the bounce back up. All right. We have heavy resistance right here now at 31,500, 31K. Okay. You can see they kind of got their liquidity. They want to go a little lower, maybe to 30,400. You can see, but that should be our bounce. You see, because there's no more globs down there. That's kind of where the liquidity lies. Okay. So this is what I see happening for Bitcoin right now. All right. And we got to get out of this. Like the 1 minute has to perform for everything else to kind of play out. See, I use smaller time frames to predict where we're going to go. Had you not gone to that 1 minute, you would not have seen the head and shoulder pattern that played to the downside there. Impossible to see it. But now, look, it was textbook. It was a textbook head and shoulder. Shoulder, head, shoulder. I have no idea what I'm talking about, okay? I'm not good at this. Don't listen to me. You will learn nothing at all by coming to this channel. At all, right? Go watch Tom Crown immediately. You will get so much better advice. Actually, this isn't advice. You know what I mean? Look, there's the M that dumped on you, see? If you know how to trade an M, then you would have traded that. Leveraged low. I'm just, you know, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. All right. That takes care of Bitcoin in a bit of a nutshell. We got to bounce back off that zone. All right. Hero, baby. Getting some love. Funny. Bouncing off the 200-day moving average. Let's get out of the 1 minute. I can't stand the 1 minute chart. So, look, I talked about Hero yesterday in this wedge like it could break to the upside. It did, in fact, break out. That's interesting. Had a shoulder, head and a shoulder that got negated. And look at the gains on that thing. Came all the way back down, but the gains were huge. Massive support right here. And we've been playing Hero on and off. Look, it just broke out of that. It 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 broke out of that. And look at this, too. Look at the support. You could just see how, like, it didn't want to go lower than that. It defied Bitcoin completely. Collect in the middle, down. What's up hot right now? So Hero's the bigger... No, wait, hold on. No. Okay, so it's Sentinel popped. Making a bit of a flag here. Ugly flag for sure. Doesn't really know what to do with the Bitcoin movements. But it's still flagging out. It's interesting. What was that? AURY? I never even heard of this thing. I don't know anything about it. AURY. Anybody know what this is? Just had a pump group. Someone got a handle of it. 12-hour was nice. I want to start using the 22-hour time frame. I'll tell you why, because the 22-hour time frame would have nailed the Bitcoin call. So I think I'm going to start kind of getting into other places. You know, in my head, it's just crazy. Like, so AKRO Acropolis. I did something on it. I love BNB, honestly. I got a video coming out, exchange-based tokens. I think it's coming out today, right, Porter? Exchange-based tokens. But it's just an idea, man. Why exchange-based tokens are the absolute best, you know? Matic, you know, everything is suffering. Now the alts are getting beat again. Look, the Solana 3S call that we put out. And it's like everyone questioned me yesterday, but now we're up in the gains, see? Look at this. And you saw this yesterday on the live, or last night on the live, right? And we get to celebrate gains almost every day in the live because we always are prepared for a possibility of what may or may not happen. And we don't get caught off guard. See, if we were stuck in one thing, like, oh, it has to go this way, and that's it, we would miss out on a lot of gains, right? But look at that. 29% gains for anyone that jumped in, and the entry was right there. How do you read these? The blue is the entry, the dark blue. The green is the take profit, and the red is the stop loss, okay? But look, 24% gains so far. And there was hidden bullish divergence because I saw that this is swinging. Actually, watch. See, that's a flat or swinging kind of down. It's definitely not an uptrend like this one is. When we right-click this, I hit settings. You can go down to the templates, and you can save templates. Look, hidden bullish, and hit OK, and then it labels it. That hidden bullish did play out to the upside. Solana banged on them, Solana 3S. Shout out to anybody that jumped on into the Solana 3S call yesterday. Bang, bang, bang. Bison9, you were right, man. Remember you said that the S tokens still look good to you? You're getting good instincts, Bison9. I like to hear what you're doing. I'm picking up what you're putting down. You're paying attention. I love it. I love it. So up 24% gains for Solana 3S. Bang, bang, bang. All right. Did VLX hold that position? If it did, it could still pump. Maybe not. So Solana 3S for gains. And I'm telling you, man, shorting Solana was the play. Shorting Solana was the play. A lot of the shorts played out that we put out recently, you know? I talked about this video coin. We went over it yesterday. This thing would bang on them. I think we went over it on the live stream, but it's up 45%. VID. Here I am posting this yesterday at 11:35 in the morning, and I was hoping it could come down and retest or flag. It would just continue to the upside, but however, I am pointing it out. I'm not perfect, but I'm putting it out there. This thing would go up, make a flag here. When this flag reset, that was the entry right there. So technically couldn't take all the gains, but that was the idea, 28%. But from when I first talked about it and put it out, up 37%. If you fell asleep and didn't even take profit, you're still up 21% gains on VID. So VID banged on them to the upside. Shout out to anyone that jumped into VID, looked at what I was saying, used it to their advantage, played it out. We put it on 11:35 in the morning yesterday, vid, and I didn't put on a lot of calls yesterday. The market was kind of sketch, right? So shout out to anyone that jumped into vid for 42% gains. And that goes to the before and after crew. We love you guys. You guys work so hard. Thank you, Sean. Thank you, everybody in the crew. We got a light crew. We got a small team. There's like 4 of us really in this team running it the way we run it. But I like it like that. You don't want a big team. When my team was bigger before, we had less stuff going on. You know, it wasn't easy. It was not easy. Caldone, man, I'm thinking about you, man. I hit you up today, man. I'm sorry. I've been so busy, bro. But I don't forget people. I really don't. If you're out there, if you're listening, I appreciate everything you did for me, you know, as we began to work together. And hopefully there's something in store for us down the road in some way, shape, or form. But if you're listening, Caldone, I love you, bro. I apologize I didn't get back to you yet. Today I'll try to find. I will find the time. When you say try, you're not going to do it. I caught myself because I'll try to find the time. That means you're not. Try means you may not do it. Try means you may not do it. You know. Ranker was hot. Someone said Ranker was hot yesterday too. Remember? They were like, watch Ranker. And you were right, whoever said that in the trading group. Got it. Thank you. Anytime, Sean. I love you, brother. Thank you for all your help, all your hard work, and all your help, man. I couldn't do it without my team. So, look, I'm looking at Phantom 3S at strong support here. Highly likely to go up 139% gains. It could be making what's called an Adam and Eve double bottom as well. That's a falling wedge, breaks up 68% of the time. And, you know, it could go sideways and make the bow and break out. But I'm looking at this possible gains. It's up already from when I first posted it. How much is it up? Because I posted it right here. It's up 15% from when I first posted it already. Just something to think about. And when I showed you the bigger idea with the daily and all that other stuff, things just don't look perfect right now. They don't. I believe God has me in the right place at the right time. If you believe in God, he probably has you at the right place at the right time too. So if you're hanging out with me right now, we can only assume that you're doing the right thing at the right time. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. We love you all. I appreciate you all. Love is the strongest frequency. That's why I talk about it so much. That's why I use it so much. We become stronger when we all use and live in love every single time. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you. $144 in super chats. You people are unbelievable. 295 likes, 445 people on the live. What a metric to be had on a beautiful, beautiful day. Thank you for coming on into the live, and thank you for jumping on in. I greatly, greatly appreciate it. Let's take a look at the super chats. Let's get back into the chat for a split second. And thank you so much for joining and making the show what it is. You guys make the show. Each and every one of you make the show. It's you when you get your coffee and sit at your desk and you turn on your computer and give me that view. When you give me that like, when you present your dedication to my channel, you turn this channel into something amazing. This channel was built by each and every one of you. I just showed up, but you built it. Thank you so much. The people have spoken. They like the Crypto Lifer. I'm going to continue to come out every single day. I love you all, and I greatly, greatly appreciate all of the love that I get from each and every one of you. 11:39 on the dot. Thank you so much for being here. 305 likes. Can we get the likes up to the watchers? I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. Watch time and the views. Look, 1,833 views already. 443 concurrent. The chat rate at 6. You people are unbelievable. I love you all. I can say love so much, but thank you very, very much. You're the man, Lifer. No, you're the man, Vincent. Thank you so much for the freaking $100 super chat, man. That's amazing that you would give $100 of your hard-earned money to me and my family and to my dreams. So thank you so much. I love it. Big thanks for your TA. Your spirit is awesome. You're a breath of fresh air every day. Shout out to Jan S, man. Thank you so much. You're most welcome. Sammy Cuppenhendy. I had to for weak hands. Weak hoots. You're funny. Weak hoots. So everyone, remember, we do have a MetaMask course tomorrow. If you're excited, if you're just jumping in and you want to hang out with the life, you want to learn from me. I got a MetaMask course tomorrow. I take you through the top 7 chains. We connect to all of them. I actually make LP tokens. I even do DeFi in front of you. I show you some of the DeFi farms that I'm running and what I'm doing. And it's awesome. Once this market starts to rip, I'm telling you that will be advantageous to know. Right now, it's not the best information, but it will be advantageous to know. Look at Phantom just popped again. Went up even more there. Getting some green legs here. Phantom 3S, sorry, the short for Phantom. And this is for this is a big idea for when that daily really comes for us. Because when you see that the when you see that tether dominance is extremely low on the daily, you got to get ready. You got to get ready. I may have to get this MetaMask course. I think it's an amazing course, man. Pumping to the upside. Let's go. I think it's an amazing, amazing course. And shout out to whoever just jumped into the trading group. 525 people in the trading group. We love you all. Thank you for jumping on in. Hey, when you jump into the trading group, first thing you got to do is head right into the boot camp and start watching the boot camp videos immediately. Immediately. Get through these 4 videos as soon as you can. Super important. Again, read the testimonials. See what people are saying. You know, see what people are saying about being in the trading group. Let's just read this here. Okay, I have to post this. I've been on an absolute grind trying to put together all the layers of this system. Where I think my turning point will be is the 1-hour-long bootcamp video on support and resistance that Sam put out last night. Where I think my turning point will be. That video led to an aha moment for me, really, to be honest. If you are newer like me, I have a whole past year of knowledge and gaining, and I've experienced joy, pain, swinging blindly in crypto until now. You need to take in that video. 2 things that stuck out to me are huge. Sam talks about staying in a trade on the timeline you were trading. He explained how when he was new, he was not making what he could in trades because he let noise in other time frames take him out of the trade that would eventually pop. I've experienced this in a ton of the past 10 days to see that a trade I entered and left too early did in fact break out later and had just played the trade out to the time frame I was on. Support and resistance. I've been hearing about support and resistance for a year now. Literally never knew what this truly meant. That video is now making this entire system pop for me. This is like the piece I was looking for because just being totally transparent, I was having a hard time still putting it all together. This video gave me a light bulb moment. I think I already today am seeing differences in my trades with this new knowledge. Sam is the real deal. This group is the real deal. And I'm not going anywhere. Let's go, baby. Thank you, Sam, for your grind. God has put Sam and this group in my life. I know it. Yo, thank you so much, man. Don't bring me to tears. I'm about to cry, but thank you very much. I appreciate that. It's very, very nice of you. All right. And I'm just going to scan the market for some opportunity. We're going to scan the market for opportunity. Look, I mean, Uni, booming. It's crazy. Cup and handle did fall, but now, like, these shorts may pop. Roar's been a hot coin on my radar. Actually, look at this. We saw a coin do this recently, just not go below. It's kind of strange, right? It's like there's a whale there that just won't let the orders go down. Or there's just not enough people in the order book. A coin that just did this was something I was just looking at, Hero, right? Because let me show you what I mean. I'll show you in a second, but Hero had this like zone that you could clearly see somehow like manipulated to be, like it was manipulation. I mean, it looks like, how is that not breaking? But anyway, if it's showing that much strength, then I would play on that strength, okay? Thank you. I can't stand when I forget that, man. So look at this. Thank you for saying that, everybody. So sorry about the MetaMask course. What a pain. Man. Wasn't I showing something deep and insightful too? I was reading the testimonials. All right, I read the testimonials. So I guess, you know. Now, I like this bounce down here for my entry. That's kind of how I rock, right? If the 15-minute is high, though, or low, it depends. It's getting, yeah, same idea. So I'm going to wait for that. We did this on Kono yesterday. So this is going to be an alert trade, everybody. We're going to set an alert right here on the actual trend line. So you're going to right-click the trend line. Whoa, that's weird. You're going to right-click the trend line, hit add alert on the trend, okay? Create an alert. Then I also add a secondary alert here. And here, I like to put 2 alerts now, what I've been doing. Add alert there. And I add an alert right here. All right, you don't have to make the line like I did. That was my old way. You could just right-click and make it. One of my actual students taught me that. They're like, Lifer, you don't have to do it like that. Possible 26% gains if we come down and get a bounce. We do have to hold this area, but it's looking pretty good. Like this does like to hold zones. So Roar, on my radar for a possible move to the upside, 26% gains, right? 4 hours got momentum and could cross for a movement up still, depending. Could bounce down. 1 hour is not in your favor. Waiting for the 1 hour to reset. That's why this isn't a jump in now. I like to wait for this. Or it might break up and bounce. Either way, I don't just, I'm at high risk when I buy top of the pattern. So I just don't buy tops of the patterns because it creates a high risk piece. It's just not where you want to be. Okay. And thank you to everyone who left Patreon and joined the Me6 link. You gave more money to my family. Patreon took more money. I did see a lot of people leave Patreon and they jumped on into the Me6 link. So I greatly appreciate you guys and girls doing that. Patreon is just taking way too much money from me. And all they are is a payment service, and they're trying to take 13%. That's crazy. It's crazy how much money they're taking. Do you have a monthly candle open live stream tonight? No, the monthly candle opens when the monthly candle closes. Oh, like you saw it last night. The monthly candle closes, the monthly candle open. Duh. 8 o'clock p.m. it closes. It opens at 8:01. So the monthly candle is not closed tonight at 8 p.m. Open, I mean. It's done open. It's been open. It opened the second the monthly candle closed. You slipped into the next month. My brain just exploded. I didn't know you could right-click trend lines and add alerts on the trend. Yeah, anytime, man. Will you be back on tonight, brother? No, I will not. I will not. Should I go live every single night? Craziness. Do you like crypto payments more too? That's what I used. Yes. We crypto lifers, baby. We can use that. Yeah. And honestly, 2 people paid for 6 months yesterday. They paid $500 in US Tether. 2 people. So shout out to each and every one of you for doing that. When that happens, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. So we get a lot of people, and then people pay for 6 months. Again, it's $1,200 for the year. But if you pay in cryptocurrency, it's $1,000. We give you a 20% discount. So, and if you pay for 6 months, it's $500. If you pay for 3 months, it's $270. We bang on another $20, but still $270 for 3 months. So the best deal in the game is to get it for the year. If you pay for the year, we should even knock it to $950. And I'm even feeling good. If I'm in a good mood, I'm feeling, if you email and you press, $900 for the year. $900 in crypto for the year if you email and press. And you're like, I really want it. I really want to join. I want this. $900 for the year in cryptocurrency. So if you want to join in cryptocurrency, you can pay $900 for the year. For the next week, it will be a bear market special we'll be doing for the next week. I'll have a banner whipped up. We'll get it going. $900 for the year if you pay in cryptocurrency. Okay? Just something to think about. All right. Thoughts on the DXY pumping? We already went over that in depth. Let's collapse the 6-dimensional wave, form into the best 6-dimensional outcome for everyone here. Got the year to sub to the group. Couldn't be happier. Got the year sub to the group. Couldn't be happier. Already made my money back. Lewis, I love that you said that. And you paid for the year? Dude, can you please write a testimonial, man? Please. Join the Discord. I know you're in there, but go to the testimonial. And you got to say, man, I joined for the year. I paid this much, and I made my money back. Please, bro. Because that, I don't think, that's amazing. And I want people to hear that. I want to hear that too. I want you to, if you could write that out for me, it would be greatly appreciated in the testimonials. Thank you so much. I'll grab it now because it's good enough. I'm going to take a picture of what you said here and throw it in there. But I would love if you personally write it in there and let people know. Because it's your stories that help other people. I'll write one, bro. I'll upload it today. Thank you so much, Lewis. You're the man, dude. Wow. I grew up with the Luis Alvarez in high school, and I keep thinking, is it you? But it may not be, So could Roar come back down on the alert system? That's why I have an alert section inside of the Discord. I have an alert section in here, and that's where I put the things that I'm alerting to, ideas. We hit Kono yesterday for beautiful gains. Same situation here for B-Rise. We'll take a look at B-Rise. Same situation here for Kono, though. So set alerts for Roar. You see? And we're in one of the toughest times to trade. In a bull market, way more trades hit. We're in a tough time to trade right now. It's not that easy, right? There's ups and downs to the market, okay? All right, let's get back into the Super Chats. Can we please revisit the BOOKMAP? Yes, anytime you want. Just let me know. We love the beautiful people over at BOOKMAP. And look, we bounced. We definitely bounced. They still got the liquidity down here, but we did get the bit of a bounce here. 30,790, as suggested by that 1 minute. Let's take a look at the 1 minute chart on Bitcoin. That's going to lead us to where we went. Did we break out of that inverted? What did we do? See, we set the trap. Now it's fun. We get to see what happened. I love this. We prepared for what happened. We kind of showed you what we thought would occur. And now we could kind of see what's going on. And now we reassess because there's no way we're guaranteed, right? So look at this. This is what I don't like. Look at this. Bear flag. You're heading down probably to the downside even more. More downside, everybody. And this is that simple. You're rolling over on the stochastics and you made a bear pennant. You're rolling over. You're heading down to 30,490 now. Okay? And you can see they do have liquidity down here. 500, 500, 500. They got 500 Bitcoins at 30,200. We're going lower. They're gonna push us lower. I say we go lower. If you're in a short, keep the short open. I'm not a financial advisor, but that's That looks like we're headed lower to me, to 30,480 is the next support zone. All right. Thank you, Sam. You're the man. Anytime, Michael. I love you, bro. Don't stream every night, Sam. You already give us so much, and we appreciate every second. Time is our most valuable asset. Enjoy your time off, bro. Thank you, man. Yeah, if you sign up, you can get some features of the BOOKMAP for free. Yeah, you can. I paid for 6 months because I know that it's going to be worth it. Even these live streams make me want to pay for what I've learned so far. I'm so happy to get the 6 months locked in. Dude, I love you, Chemistry, bro. Thank you so much for saying that. My wife said, someone just paid for 6 months. And I was like, that's amazing. MetaMask, because when you commit to me that long, it really makes me realize, wow, like I've built something here. Like I'm not just a flash in the pan. Like I am here and I am not going anywhere. So I really, really appreciate that. Let's jump into the Super Chats. Please check the Super Chats on Streamlabs at your convenience. Thank you for saying that. Oh, yeah, the Streamlabs Super Chats, too. Let me see. They should come in, though, regardless, but I'll see if I can find another place to find those. They're on the link. Oh, yeah, they're in the link here. Yanzi, you're the man, dude. Yanzi. Shout out to the 27,300 supporters of the stream, man. I really, really appreciate that. So if you come here and you go down, right, and you look here on the lows and you look for support the stream here, I should have some super chats that came in. I thought they come across the screen, but let me just double check. Sean Z for $10. What did he ask? For the week. Yeah, he came in. And these actually should be connected, and they should go to the live. Let me see. I got to figure this out. I see Sean Z there. He did come through. So look, if I scroll, sorry guys, I know this is like a waste of time, but there he is right there. He does. They do come through. They do come through. Thank you, Sean Z. I greatly appreciate that. All right, let's get into the super chats now. It's all about you guys. It's all about you guys right now. It's all about you guys. It's not about me. It's not about Bitcoin. It's all about each and every one of you. This could hold and break out of a falling wedge. We could see it. Let's see what the 15-minute wants to tell it. Hey, 15 minutes, super overbought. Like, we should be getting a bounce at this point. But it's messy. It's messy. I'm going to redraw this and do a beautiful update for my crew in the morning, right? Wow, 2 hour really wants to make a bounce. And you're at support now. See previous resistance? You're at support. The Bart Simpson head played out in my mind. See how the little stuff, you can't see anything? But we're back here on this little time frame. We want to see this break back to the upside. Okay? Break out. And actually, this is now this. Look. Now we want this. See? This is the inverted head and shoulder. Okay? You just got to, more kind of a slanted head there. Pause. But, sorry. Whoever first did that. Whoever first said pause, funny, man. They're funny. Pause. Like, whoa, we ain't going there. Can this break us out? And this is the idea now, too. See how I do this? See how I project into the future? And I've seen it so many times. So because you've seen so much of it, you start to see it. That roar looks coiled up. Yes, it does, man. Looks like a possible inverted on the 1 minute. Do you think we're digging our way up? That's what I have right here, buddy. Shout out to Michael Scott, man. You said it as I did it, bro. I love when my students are on point. You're doing great. Laughing my pause. Yeah, no. Can we get those likes up to the watchers? I would greatly appreciate it. Cameron was the first. He probably was. I love Cameron. He's the man, dude. I watched his freestyle the other day. He came on high nine. He ripped it like better than all the other MCs after years of being in the game. He absolutely ripped it. Like, shout out to Cameron, man. So we're watching this idea. If we dump, we're going to break it down all the way here to 30,400. If we pump, we break up. What does BOOKMAP suggest? BOOKMAP says there's more liquidity down here. It's just more likely we head lower, in my humble opinion. But nothing is guaranteed. All right? Nothing. Nothing at all. I love this group of people and will work my best to make it the best group it could be. Thank you, Anku Kuti Butu. We love you, man. Kill a can, baby. Now, we talked about TRX breaking out, and we went over this many times. And then we talked about how it was making another flag, and then it broke out again. Look at this. But we gave you TRX weeks ago. It was very bullish. I even gave this on BitBoy's channel live. I was like, TRX is highly likely to go to the upside based on the TA. See, everyone's like, watch the FA. I'll tell you what, man. The TA knows the FA somehow behind the scenes, you know? And here you go. I mean, this is my call here, and it was a long time ago. May 20th. Seems like a year ago now. Shout out to June 1st, everybody. But May 20th right here, I did this go up 43%. Then you take a look at it, and you can see how it broke right out of the channel, never got stopped out, and continued to go to the upload. Still? No, all right. Wow. All right. Sorry about that. Okay, so check that out. I mean, sorry about that. So there's your channel, and we're still in a nice flag too. Like, it's still bullish. High on the daily, but it says it will come back down and bounce here. That's the next entry, in my humble opinion, for continuation. So it's funny, but Tron has got something going for it that the rest of the market doesn't. Very interesting. And the charts kind of had us at hello on the 20th. They told us that before it happened. All right. Good things are going to happen to us. That's just how I believe. That's what I believe. Good things are going to happen to the trading group, everyone in it. Good things are going to happen to me. Good things are coming for us. Good things are coming our way. The market dumps, we're going to find shorts, and we're going to make money. So even if the market goes down horribly, we're going to have a great time. The market pumps, we're going to get down, and we're going to pump it up. We're going to go through a bear market in short. We're going to learn a lot. Then we're going to accumulate, find the bottom, and make ourselves millionaires. Or we're going to get a bounce here. We're going to bounce to 100K and make ourselves tons of money. No matter what happens, everybody, we're prepared, ready, and we're going to have a blast doing it. So I'm excited. I hope you're excited, and I can't wait for more. So, yeah. We will eventually beat back that loss of viewership every day at 11:30. But again, I'm so stubborn, I should drop off, but I don't. But at the same time, people are asking me questions about coins and all sorts of different things, and I feel obligated. My stream, see, the other streams, they say whatever they want and do whatever they want. My stream, I work for the people during the stream. It's completely different. My stream is not like the other streams. There's something going on here. I'm counting it in, Sam. It's about getting on a profit spaceship. My man. Dustin Cava said, sign up for the Discord account and watch the free bootcamp videos. And for sure, take the beginner's course next Tuesday. It will enhance your trading group experience 1,000%. It definitely will. I asked about CSPR. It didn't show up. I guess lots of building going on. Recently featured on Davos. Partnered with IBM. Seems like something to keep on the radar. Casper, right? CSPR here. And it's not even on, where is it? It's on Binance. No. It's only on Huobi and Gate.io. Not as accessible. Super low. We looked at it here, never made it out. Looked at it there, never made it out. Super on the bottoms, man. Could completely collapse and follow Bitcoin. I don't know. I'll look at it, but I wouldn't take it seriously until it gets above 8 cents. Pleasure as always. Shout out to Yanzi, man. Shanzi, I added your chart to the list. Sammy really cares about the super chats. I'm sure he will do his best to go through it for you. I definitely will. I'm trying to find the list now, Dustin. I don't see. Oh, there it is. Super chats. Adam, Optimism, and CSPR. Let's take a look at Adam. And we did CSPR. It's pretty beat to the ground, man. Like, I could do a lot of TA on that, but you're down in the ground. You're in the dumps. Adam, falling off to the downside here. And, a bearish flag as the daily comes up. Shoulder, head, and his shoulder. I'm telling you, man, the altcoins do not look too healthy to me. They don't. Adam must hold $9.15 if it wants to remain bullish. See this? It breaks this, it's going to gap down fast. Back down to about $6.80, and then if it breaks that, it's going to gap down even quicker to $4.10. $4. So Adam, one of my favorite coins, I got in around this $4. Can't believe it. So, it did do a 10x up to 45, 46. But Adam, and not too long ago, it was pretty close to its all-time high in January. Like, it was pretty interesting how Adam had a rally out of nowhere. It's kind of interesting. And then it would eventually drop to the downside. So Adam, something to watch. And I do see that it could come back down here if it does not. If it breaches, it's got to hold resistance. And it's got to hold support here at $9.30. Has to. Never doubt the lifer. Shout out to Kevin Tam. Love you, Kevin. Hope you're doing well, man. Thank you for coming on in. You were there back in those days, remember? The lifer always says, shows me the charts, and I'll show you the news. One of these days when that bull market hits, this group is going to find the next cake, the next phantom, etc. I'm telling you, we are, man. And only for $1,000 to be in it for the whole year, no brainer. Because one of those calls is going to make you $1,000. So it's like, everyone's like, oh, I didn't make money trading the last 3 months. And it's like, dude, give this group its time. Like, give this group a year, man. Give it a year, bro. Give it its time. It'll show you so much. You will learn so much. Should I hold Bitcoin in this dump? I hold Bitcoin no matter what. I do not sell. You do whatever makes you happy. We'll never tell you what to do with your money. We won't tell you what to hold, what to buy. We don't do that. You got to come up with that on your own, my friend. Jackwadish. You got to come up with that on your own. Crazy name. Jagadish. Looks like the NASDAQ may be trying to go for the close of the gap between 12.3 and 12.4. Possibly. Yeah, Bitcoin's coming down. I mean, we told you that obviously it was the market makers want to bring us down to low liquidity. It's not coming down yet, bro. Come on. 670? You're funny, man. Who said that? It's holding on tight. Natural progression. Stacking sats, baby. Just one more like for the watchers to match. Thank you so much, everybody. We didn't get to 500 likes today on the live. Oh, the likes were low today. I didn't ask for the likes today, see? I didn't once ask for the likes, really. I said likes to the watchers, but I didn't sit there and be like, hey, you got to hit the likes up to the watchers. We would get up to 500. Yesterday, we were up to 500 with the same amount of people. Crazy. Crazy. You got to remind people. I have a Bitcoin short. How would you calculate an exit plan? Mark L. This is the journey marathon, not a specific here for a long run. Nothing better. The lifer created something powerful. Let's hold on to it. But the short call was on point, lifer. Thank you. Thank you. Super S, optimism, and CELR. Let's take a look at CELR. We go through it every day. CELR network. So CELR, it was supposed to get a bigger move in my humble opinion. So far, I mean, it's pretty high on the daily without a big pop, right? You do have this kind of double bottom. We had a little bit of a cup and handle there, a tiny little, smaller time frame. But look, you're at resistance. CELR must break above 2 cents to remain bullish. If CELR does not break above 2 cents, I would expect more downside. Okay? Back down to this area or even lower channel. So, yeah. Be careful, everybody. Don't give in to all these people saying we're going to the moon and all that. Anything could happen. 15, 1 hour, and 4 hour Stokes all in the basement for Bitcoin. I'll hold your Bitcoin. Yeah. Come on, I'll give it to you. Yeah. Oh, optimism on KuCoin here. So this thing just came out. I like that you're giving us a brand new coin. So this thing came out on KuCoin earlier today. It's in a falling wedge. If it had other price action, it would be in a falling wedge, right? About to get oversold. High risk, high reward. You even touch this thing. I'll tell you that. You touch this, you are a gambling man. Because this is not TA. This is gambling at this point. It's a brand. Once we get some technical analysis in there and it starts to make a move, you know what? 30-second chart will give us something. I forgot I got that 30-second. I got the 30-second on me, baby. It really doesn't give you anything else. So this thing just came out. It dumped with Bitcoin, but when Bitcoin pops back up, I think this could bump. Damn, I closed my shorts a little early this morning. Shout out to Kevin Tam. So awesome to hear that you're shorting the market, Kevin. Like, that means a lot to me. Because that means you've gotten to another level in life, man. Really happy that you joined my trading group and you got the knowledge from me, man. Everybody, Kevin and me used to work in TV together. And he used to teach me a lot. Now I get to teach him a lot. It's pretty cool. Super chats, all clear, boss. Have a wonderful day. Thank you so much, Dustin Calva, for doing your thing, man. I love you. You really put in the 2 hours. Man, you're amazing, man. My team, man. I can't believe how many people help me out every single day. It's amazing. It's amazing. Honestly, if I was in a Bitcoin short right now, I would close it. It did well already. If you're trying to squeeze more, you're being greedy. So that's how I would address it. Again, that's what I would do. You do whatever makes you happy. All right? Or I'd bring it up to some into profit and see if I could get a little more with a trailing stop. But don't be greedy, man. Sounds like you're being greedy. Waves had a huge move this morning. Kevin is always here. We love Kevin. Dustin Calva, thank you so much, Dustin. You are the man. Grace, you're awesome. All right, everyone, I'm out of here for the day. Just 8 likes to reach 400. Lovely liker fam. Everyone, I'm out of here for the day. Take a look back at BTC one last time. And it's still bearish at 36,000. And look, now you have resistance here. That's resistance. And you could hit that and roll over. So if you get up to there and you roll over, funny. We really did. Look, the 1 minute chart had us at hello. We called this short. We gave you this one. We even just did the small measure move, which is the length of the base. That gave you the entry right there. You got the bullish divergence now. I don't use candle wicks, so you could omit these crazy wicks. And if you just use candle body to candle body, you do have bullish divergence now. And this is what we tried to do earlier. We're just going to have to keep doing it. You keep inverting. You keep trying to find an inverted because that's the only way you're going to dig out, friends. All right, and then get back to this resistance, then bounce off this support, and then start to make a move out of the zone. I believe that's our bottom for the day. 1 minute is extremely oversold. 5 minute, 7 minute, 15 minute, 15, 1 hour. To me, that's where you close the short. Like, highly likely a good time to close the short. Wow, what a massive short today. It's pretty funny, right? It's kind of funny when you look at that. Like, we started the day right here, and it just... Funny, we watched that live. We called it. We were pretty good about it. So, and we had the diamond too. We had the diamond pattern. I'm switching between the KuCoin and the Binance chart if you're just like confused. Well, I have a bunch of different things open, All right, everyone, we learned what a diamond was today. Live on the channel, saw what happens. We're at support right now, which is where we should have gone, right? I could delete all my work on KuCoin chart. I'll redo it, but we're at, funny, if you just do exactly what you're supposed to do, there was bearish divergence and you short till support. Pretty interesting, right? And look, where did we come? We went right to support. Expect to bounce off support, especially with the Bart Simpson hits. Like, look, if you flip this upside down, see, this is the Bart Simpson. You barred, you down, and then boom. You barred, and then boom. You usually get a pretty good bounce after the Bart. So, craziness. And how'd you know this was going to happen? Bearish divergence. Right here. Swing up to swing up, swing down. That's the short right there. Just trust in the divergence and open a short. Looks like this past weekend where the 50-minute was pinned and it's ripped. Look like this again in the opposite direction. Exactly. Exactly. That's when they liquidate people. They're liquidating people. That's what they're doing. Okay? We still got that 30,200, maybe one more wick to the downside to scare everybody. If you do see that, if I do see that, that would be the place to buy in, the wick. So look, we're breaking this resistance now. I mean, they might actually come to here now. This is crazy, but it looks like they're coming 30,087. You can see where they are. Like, you can see where their orders are. That's going to be our bottom because that's where the fattest order is, the 30,200. Again, nothing is guaranteed. We can only speculate, but it's likely. It's likely. Look, more downside now. Insane. Then I'm back to the 1 minute. Catching the bottom. I'm a self-made woman, baby. Yeah, baby. I love this song, though. It's a good song. The entire trading game is a game of traps and liquidity. It's not supply and demand. Yeah, it's true. He's right. They go after people. They trap people. It's all about trapping. The market maker traps you. That's what they do. That's what they do. All right, everyone. I'm going to be watching this 1 minute and keeping my team up to date. And that's where this ends. And that's why you got to join the trading group because it's just, that's where it ends here, right? And you get as much as you can. And then, look, bullish divergence there. We should get the bounce. We really should. Based on forget what the market maker says. And we should get a bounce here. That was the buy-in on that wick right there. I'll open up a long right now. I'll open up a Bitcoin 3L just because, we're beat to the ground, man. We could go lower, but it's like you trade into that fear and use the fear to your advantage, right? So I'm not going to open up a huge trade, just a Bitcoin 3L with $1,000. Nothing crazy. $3,000 trade, nothing crazy at all, all right? Very easy. Very easy peasy with a stop loss. But what I'm going to do is I'm trading this idea here. I'll show you what I'm trading. I'm going on an idea that this is going to break out and hit the measured move. All right, 2.22. Look at that, 222. That keeps coming up in 2022. Everything I do, the 222s, and it always used to be the 333. The question is, do we bounce now or later? We're at a potential SR flip. Every time frame's beat to the ground. The cup and handle neckline. I don't see that. I mean, that head coincides with this area right here, too. We're bouncing. So, I could be wrong. I'm the long. I could be 100% wrong. Don't do what I do, please. You have to have your own trading style. It has to make sense to you. Okay? It has to make sense to you. All right? But I'm trading Bitcoin 3L on KuCoin. Okay? Bitcoin 3L on KuCoin. All right? And it's going to be a smart trade. See how I'm using this? I'm going to limit in. I'm going to see what the buy is. I'm going to go 1 up on the buy at 274. Sometimes I even go 2 up on the buy just because it's a pain to get in these sometimes. And look. We're going to have to trade the next resistance high at 29K, possibly, right? So stop loss is going to be... I got to look at the trade. Hold up. I got to get in before the bounce stops. Hold on. Sometimes I get in, then I shift this stuff later. I'm going to put a 10% stop loss, and I'm going for the 2% gain, you know? But honestly, let me look. I got to look at the chart. Honestly, I believe we're going to pump hard, and I'm going to be able to take this trade up a little bit on the 4-hour. So, and then I put how much I want to put in the trade. I'll put $1,333 into the trade. We create the trade, all right? Stop loss, take profit. Ready to go. All right. I'm going to shift those take profits right now. They weren't where I want. I didn't want to take profits at... My take profits at -4. Like, what the heck? That's what happens when you trade on the live, see? You're doing two things at once. Oh, no. Stop loss was right. Take profit was 10. All right. Everything was right. All right, cool. All right. Market maker just kept saying, nope. We just got 300 from you. LOL. Right? Thanks, man. Lifer for life. And anyway, you could dump too. See, we're making another flag here on the 1 hour. Anything could happen. Anything could happen. All right? And that's why I'm only risking a little bit. I'm not risking a lot of money. I don't heavily trade when the market's, I heavily trade when I feel it. Like when I called the bottom for Phantom, I went all in. Like there's going to be times where you're going to see me pull back, times when I look at the market. And it all depends on what's going on. All right? All right, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. And remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. I couldn't leave even though the other channels were on because we were thoroughly getting into Bitcoin. Whoever left, they missed out on learning so much. CPI coming down June 10th. Meeting June 14th, 15th. 50 basis points more crash on Bitcoin. And do not fall for the hype from the bullish YouTubers. You are signing yourself up for a massive crash. I agree, man. But honestly, don't fall for the hype with what this you just said. See, he just did exactly he just contradicted himself. He just said, don't listen to the YouTubers. But he's now a person telling you we're going to crash now. So now, you got to sell everything because he's saying we're going to crash. See, we don't know what's going to happen. Nantu was better off saying, the environment doesn't look great, but we have to see what's going on day by day. I take it day by day. Day by day. Do not tell someone, see, he's doing exactly what he doesn't like the YouTubers doing. And he's doing it. It's kind of interesting to me. So, Nanudo, man, you're probably young. You're not as mature as me. I'm 39. I'm almost 40-year-old man. You just probably are young and you have a lot to learn. That's all. I was the same way when I was a young dude. Check out the 4-hour ETH cup and handle. Thanks for your time. Much appreciated. Time to buy. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. I opened up along. You do whatever makes you happy. It is what it is. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. Thank you so much for being a part of the live stream and kicking it with the lifer. We had a blast. It was a great day. It was a great time. Thank you so much for jumping on in. Make sure it's still not late. No, it's not late and it's moving pretty fast. Okay, cool. Sweet. I'm going to get back into these. I'm going to have some, breakfast with my wife. And then I'm going to be back in the charts. So I actually like you because you speak the truth to the youth. Shout out to Nanuto. I love you, man. I love you, Nanuto. Let it crash. I'll buy more. Exactly. Thank you, bro, for everything. Your time is appreciated. Anytime. Do you see the big cup and handle forming on the weekly for Bitcoin? Slightly, yes. We've been talking about it for a long time. Sam, we've actually showed it to you months ago. Sam, can you allow subtitles on your show for those who are out of the country? I think we do, but I don't think they can do it live. They come on after the fact or something, so be careful. Yeah, but I think I do. Yeah, my team does that. Look, we're getting the bounce that I suggested, highly likely, but we'll see. We could get rejected. So taxes are high, though. It's sketchy. All right, if I could just find my way out of the stream, I could get out. If I could just find my way out. Everybody, thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Please hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Vincent Mark, thank you for the $100 super chat. That was huge. Greatly, greatly appreciate it. Everyone, have a wonderful day. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. Crypto is life. I'll see you tomorrow, 10 a.m. Fantastic. No, actually, tomorrow's Thursday. I'm ahead of myself. I'll see you all tomorrow. Thank you so much. Have a blast. I'll see you in the trading group as well. Thank you.